Do you think violent video games has played any effect, good or bad, in society?
I don't believe that whatsoever. I believe it's all about how you raise your child and how things in their environment, such as their parents fighting or aunts and uncles, abuse, physical, mental, sexual, doesn't matter what it is. I think that all plays a role into it, not video games at all.
Uh, but I think if you're letting your kids play too young with something, or even like let them play on the tablet and just getting them consistent to that, whatever is the most influential thing, that's going to guide their life. So make sure if you're letting your kids do it, make sure you're the more important influence in their life.
I don't know. I feel like it's just how you take it. You know, like video games can't make you violent. It's how you want to do
Like
it.
some GTA, I promise you.
It's not to make you violent though. You control your actions. GTA is not gonna control your actions and make you violent.
I'd almost say it's like neutral, man. There's good and bad of it, but I don't think that like anything bad has come from people experiencing like interactive art, whether it be like as violent as possible or tame. But, that's a tough one, man. That is a tough question. I'd say as a whole, it's probably good. Lets people get out and see things and maybe desensitize you to some things that maybe so you don't freak out when you do see like violence in public or something. Yeah, that'd be my answer.
You know, it's funny because I've kind of gone a bunch of different ways on that. Because when I was younger, I was like, no, that's stupid. That's clearly stupid. You know, it's just video games. And then as I got a little bit more into conspiracy stuff and the paranormal, I was like, no, man, that's programming. You know, like that's hitting you. You know, and that stuff gets filtered into your brain and kept.
It sucks.
Yeah, well, the thing is like let's say Grand Theft Auto, for example. You know what I mean? You see kids playing that. I see little kids playing that, bro, and like, you know, there's cussing. I mean, there's killing, dude, and it's like these kids run around thinking they can do that. You know what I mean? It's like it just doesn't make it okay for me. It doesn't make it okay. You know what I mean?
I remember when Grand Theft Auto first came out, I could not believe that the moral of the game was to kill people and rob them.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, what? I was trying not to hit people, and they're like, no, you're supposed to. And I'm like, what?
Definitely play a role. I think exposure to violence at a young age is probably not best for children. They have a hard time differentiating between truth and fiction, so I don't think it's a good idea to expose them too young.
I would say that it's a hit or miss because, like, you can get someone who plays video games as an escape from reality, and they're not violent. I think it's just, it's like one of those hit or miss things. You get a person who is violent and he just becomes violent after playing the video games, but his nature is already violent. You know what I mean? So.
But now, as I'm getting older, I even more older, and I learn more about, you know, like different techniques that different cultures use. I think like, you know, maybe it is maybe like indulging in violence in terms of fantasy is just something that's fundamentally human, you know, and that it's not necessarily so bad to indulge in fantasies of violence. You know, that's just a human phenomena. So to answer your question, I don't know. I'm sorry. I feel a bunch of different ways about the topic.
Call of Duty. You see a lot of kids playing Call of Duty and then they go into the army or they join the Marines. You know what I mean? Like, I see that a lot. So it's like some games are positive. You just gotta look at the rating on it. If it's rated M, you gotta have supervision. If it's, you know, if your parents are okay with it, then that's fine. You know what I mean? It just depends on your parents, dude. They gotta supervise you, bro.